The great war between Pandavas and Kauravas is about to begin. Krishna and Arjuna blow their divine horns as a signal to prepare for the war. The soldiers on both sides look like two different oceans that are about to collide with each other. Then Arjuna sees his great uncle Bhishma, the man he respected as his father, and his teacher Drona, who made him one of the greatest warriors of all time. After seeing them, Arjuna drops his bow and arrow and says to Krishna,
Killer of Madhu, how will I fight Drona and Bhishma with arrows in battle? How will I fight these honorable men, killer of the enemy? My own nature is struck by pity and a sense of wrong, and my mind is clouded as to dharma. I ask you, which is best? Tell me. I am your student, correct me, who lies fallen before your feet.
In this way, Arjuna starts to feel that fighting with his family is against his duty. After listening to Arjuna, Krishna then explains that if we get too much attached to the material world and the people in it, then we tend to forget our duty. We tend to forget what is right or wrong. He also says, that person is distinguished who sits apart from friend, associate, and enemy, who stands with even insight among the hated and the loved, among the righteous and the evildoers. After listening to Krishna, Arjuna then grabs his Gandiva bow and enters the battlefield. These teachings of Krishna is well followed by Arjuna throughout the war. However, many elite leaders of Kauravas fail to understand the teachings of Krishna and get cleansed with over-attachment with the material world. One of the greatest warriors on the side of Kauravas, Bhishma, is overly attached to his vow that he would obey the order of his king even if it is unjust or immoral. Because of his king's order to lead Kauravas, he unwillingly had to enter the battlefield. He never wanted to fight with his own grandsons. After all, who would want to fight and kill one's own family? Whoever wins the battle, he loses because the lost one will be his own grandson. This creates fear in his heart and it becomes his greatest weakness in the battlefield. As Krishna says, better one's own dharma, even if ineffective, than the dharma of another, practiced well. Better death in one's own dharma, the dharma of another only brings on fear. Having fear of losing brave sons who are fighting with him, he gives up on war and slowly dies after losing with Arjuna. After Bhishma falls, Drona takes control of Kaurav army. He is greatly attached with his son Ashwadhama, so much that when he hears the rumors about his son's death, he decides not to fight and mourns instead of fighting in the middle of the battlefield. Drona then gets killed by Drishtadyumna when he is mourning in the middle of the battlefield. It would be obvious for Drona to be sad. Many people, including Arjuna, lost their sons and grandsons. But it was so traumatic for him that he forgets his responsibility as a leader of an entire army. As Krishna says, absence of cleansing, absence of grasping to things such as home, wife, and child, and eternally with thoughts which are even-minded towards desired and undesired events. Lastly, Karna, one of the greatest warriors alive on the side of Kauravas, takes charge of Kaurav army. He is completely devoted to his friend Duryodhana. Duryodhana had made him king in the past, and therefore Karna's main purpose in life is to favor his friend at any cost and not care about anything else. Karna then gets killed by Arjuna, and in this way Pandavas win Mahabharata. This war came at a great cost. Thousands of soldiers lost their lives. All the decisions made by these great warriors is based on emotions and high level of attachment with their friends, families, or king. If they would have just cared to think whether they are morally right or wrong, this could have changed their fortunes and maybe there would be no war at all. Maybe there would be peace.